Hey, Frosty. You want to say hi to the camera? Huh? Hi. Hey, YouTubers. Today is Sunday, July 17th, and me and Frosty here, just hanging out, doing some laundry, hanging some clothes out on the outside clothesline. Right, Papush? Right? And wanted to give you guys a tour of what we've been doing up to now. So today's a good day because a lot of stuff is starting to bloom from flower. We got the butterfly bush here. It smells like honey. It's doing really well. These are the cannas that I actually planted around mid-April. So July, so April, June, July, that's about right. Once it gets very warm out, like it's about 89 to 90 degrees, probably gonna get warmer today. It's very hot and humid. The minute the temperature starts to get very warm, these things just take off. They just love the heat, and but you do need to water them. You don't want them to dry out. So I tend to like either do it early in the morning or as sunset. I'll water them so that they can continue doing really well. You can see that they're blooming here, and they do bloom more than once. I actually cut one of the blooms here so that it can continue blooming. It does start to seed, however I have not grown these from the seeds that it produces. I actually just end up buying the bulbs. It's just a lot faster, and you know, they do really well in the summer. I love these. You do need to dig them up in the fall, but look at these. They're so worth the work. You know, dig them up in the fall, plant them in the spring, and this is what you get. So they are worth their beauty. You know, all the work that you have to go through them. My hydrangeas aren't doing so well. I have yet to get these to bloom. I did move these to this location, but I haven't gotten them to bloom yet, so I may end up having to move them again, maybe to just a slightly shadier spot. I ended up buying some canna musifloras, and they're actually over here, and the only reason I know that these are the musifloras is because of the orange blooming flowers on them. The ones that I've been hanging on to have not bloomed in this type of orange color. Look at that gorgeous flower. Now these are small musifloras. They're supposed to get up to 10 to 12 feet tall, but the bulbs that I did receive from online, I believe it's Brett and Becky's bulbs, they were small. So as the years progress, the bulbs do get bigger, and as the bulbs get bigger, the plant gets taller and bigger. So the ones that you see here that are very tall, I've had for a few years now, and I did purchase them already a fairly good size on eBay, so I ended up getting a head start on that. But because the musifloras get very tall, I wanted to get that height. But you can see on here, I mean, look at the other ones. They're already passing the fence. So I'm kind of curious to see if the musifloras if they're estimating 10 to 12 feet. I'm very curious to see, you know, if they even surpass that, because these are supposed to be 8. The regular ones, the tall cannas, are about 7 to 8, so it's going to be interesting to see how these progress. Here's my banana tree. My banana tree is actually doing really well too, and they start doing really well as the summer heat comes on. The banana tree does need constant watering because the trunk and the banana tree itself is mostly water. So I water this banana tree pretty much every day, and I soak it really well. You can't overwater these, only because, you know, that's really what they are primarily made of, mostly water. So it's good to give them a really good soaking. This is my Chicago fig, and as you can see, it's already starting to fruit. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to enjoy some of the fruit this year, but every year that goes by, the fig tree roots will get stronger. They'll shoot up, you know, sooner. Actually, this was my fault. there were some shoots at the base of this trunk here that's dead, and I ended up cutting them off thinking that maybe, hey, the one that we had from last year will come to life. I don't know, you know, I didn't want the tree to put a lot of its energy on the side shoots, and in actuality this ends up dying, and depending on how cold your winters are, the top will die off, but in the spring the new shoots will come up. And as you can see, we're in July, so they come up pretty quickly, so don't make the same mistake I made by cutting shoots that are coming up in the spring. It's actually new shoots that you are going to need from the new fig tree. So just some FYI. I have my my red grape that I planted this year. It's only 2 years old, so I don't anticipate on getting any grapes this year. And then our passion fruit, which we planted this year. Look at how beautiful that flower is, and it is constantly flowering. This just recently got done flowering, so it's kind of closing up and it'll fall off. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the fruit is going to come out, or where the fruit comes out of, because this falls off. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'm curious to find out. So that should be fun to see. Wanted to take you guys over here because I don't think I've talked to you guys about my bamboo yet. And this bamboo is already a year old, and we got our hostas blossoming, and all the bumblebees and pollinator bees and honeybees are all drinking their nectar. But this is my bamboo. This is a alfonse karr bamboo. This is all going to end up getting, all this grass is going to get ripped off, and I'm going to end up fertilizing it again and mulching it. Bamboo needs a lot of strong fertilizer. I'm going to end up picking up a 10-10-10. I did fertilize it twice already, but apparently my natural fertilizers are slow to seep in, and I can tell that it is having a positive effect on the bamboo, but it looks like the bamboo could use a little boost of some strong stuff, which I'll pick up next week, and I'll end up clearing this whole area out and mulching it. I noticed that it does enjoy or appreciate some mulching for the roots. So what happens with this bamboo, when you hear cold hardy bamboo, what it really means is that the tops may still die off, but the roots will survive the cold winters, so that come springtime you'll see new shoots coming up. And that's what this is. This is not an evergreen bamboo. It does not stay green all winter long. It does die off, but it does have a gorgeous color to it. You can't tell yet on this new shoot, but it is yellow. It is a yellow bamboo with a green stripe on it, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful bamboo. I'm hoping as years progress, the roots will get stronger and the shoots will come up quicker and longer, and will surpass the fence. And it should get about, it's estimated to grow 20 to 30 feet, but that all depends on your zone. So if this surpasses the fence, I'll be happy with that. So I'm gonna end that here. This is our new this is also our new garden wall. Not only did we do this for privacy, but mostly for the dogs, because when we're in their yard in the back, and I don't know what it is, the dogs have a sixth sense about the mailman. So when the mailman stops by, they tend to bolt to the front yard and chase the mailman off. So this is also to keep our boys in the yard with us while we're working, and not have him run up to the front to chase after Mr. Mailman. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. So here's another section of my yard I wanted to share with you guys. And thanks for watching. Do like the video if you enjoyed it, and keep gardening. Have a great day.